أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to our class today. I hope and pray that everyone is doing very well and keeping safe. Jazakumullah to all who have joined our class on time today. We'll begin with our opening dua as usual. So let's have a student on the mic for that, please.
Assalamu alaikum. Could we have G1839, please?
G1839. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's very good to hear. So we are going to start with Dawood. So follow after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Excellent. And Tasmiyah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent. And could you just read the translation before we move on?
I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the rejected. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Brilliant. Well done. Let's go down to Tuesday's dua, which is this one. So let's read. رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا.
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Excellent. And the translation?
O my Lord, increase me in knowledge. Surah Taha, verse 115.
Brilliant. Very nicely read. And do you know this dua off by heart?
Yes.
Brilliant. That's really good. Okay. So anyone at home who perhaps doesn't know this dua or hasn't memorized it yet, please do try and memorize this beautiful dua. It's a small dua, so it should be easy to learn so that you can recite it often. Jazakumullah G1839 for reading that for us today. Okay. So reminder for class etiquette. Now, please do ensure that you are logged in today with your correct IDs. Okay, if we find anyone that's logged in with the incorrect ID, you will be taken out of class and put in the waiting room. So if you find yourself in the waiting room from now on, it may be because you have logged in with the incorrect ID. So please rename yourself with the correct ID so that we can re-enter you into the classroom. Okay. Please ensure that you have done wudu before you enter today's class. You should be wearing clean clothes. Heads should be covered appropriately. You should be sitting in a nice and quiet place with parental supervision. Okay, so in today's class, our agenda is as follows. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of November, and we will be covering a new rule today, which is the rule of Hamza Sakin. The material for today's class can be found in the Talimul-Quran book, lesson number 17, which is on page number 73. And in today's class, we'll be covering from that lesson, exercise 17.1 and 17.2. So just a quick announcement before we carry on to learning about this rule. As some of you may know, all our classes for G1 are recorded and they are uploaded on YouTube regularly. And we have a YouTube channel where you can access and view these recordings. So my co-host will now pop that link of the YouTube channel in the chat. So please do open that up, see it, and make a note of it. So then you can access that after class. So if you've, for example, missed any class or you want to view a class again and revisit a lesson or a rule that we've covered previously, then you can click on that link and you can find the appropriate class where we covered that. So please do note that link down. Jazakumullah. Okay. So today's rule that we're covering today is called quiescent Hamza. This is lesson number 17 in the Talimul-Quran book. So the rule is as follows. Some words of the Holy Quran contain alif or Hamza Sakin. Okay, so what that means is some words of the Holy Quran, they contain the letter alif or hamza with a sukoon on top. Okay, that's what alif or hamza sakin means. This hamza or alif should be pronounced with a soft jerk, which should be made from the bottom of the throat. We must ensure that when we recite this, this sound is not exchanged with the sound of the letter ain, which is pronounced from the middle of the throat. Okay, so what this rule is that in the Holy Quran, you will find instances where you will see an alif or the letter hamza with a sukoon on top. When you see this, we have to join that alif or hamza sakin to the previous voweled letter. And when we join it, we have to produce a soft jerk sound. Okay, we will inshallah practice this now, but it's a soft jerk sound. But we must be really careful to not confuse that or exchange that with the sound of the letter ain. Now, alif or hamza sakin, the soft jerk sound that we're going to make will be made from the bottom of our throats. And as you know, the sound of the ain is made from the middle of the throat. So those two sounds must not be confused or must not be exchanged. So that is something that we're going to be practicing in today's class. Okay, so I'm just going to go through one or two examples with you just to explain before we have students on the mic. So if you take your eyes to this example, first of all, okay, we have the letter ta. It has a fatha on top. And then next to that, we have an alif sakin. Okay, now we've just learned that wherever we see an alif sakin, we have to join it to the previous letter with a soft jerk sound. Okay, so this will be sounded as ta, ta. Okay, it's a very light, very soft sound, and it's like a jerk sound. Okay, ta. So that is how we would pronounce an alif sakin that joins onto the letter before it. Okay, now let's have a look at an example of a hamza sakin. Now in this example over here that I've just highlighted, we can see that we start off with this letter jim, okay, and it has a kasra underneath. And then after that, we can see that we have a hamza and it has a sukoon on top of it. Okay, now this sound will be exactly the same that we just made before. It will be a soft jerk sound. So we would pronounce this as j, j. One more time, j. Okay, it's a soft jerk sound that we have to make when we join the hamza sakin to the letter before it. So this is what we're going to be practicing in today's class, inshallah. So if you could have a student on the mic, please.
G1366.
Jazakumullah. G1366. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to go through this first example. Okay, so I know I've just covered this, but let's do that again. So ta with a fatha joins onto the alif sakin, producing a soft jerk sound. Okay, so repeat after me. Ta.
I need to start with Tawuz and Tasmiyah.
Okay, well, we expect you to read Tawud and Tasmiyah when I recited it initially, okay? But if you haven't read it, then you can read it now. Go on, you can read it, okay?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done, excellent. Okay, so if all students, if you could read Tawud and Tasmiyah now, so that when you come to the mic, then we can go straight into the practice of the examples, okay? So let's start from here. So we're saying ta.
Ta,
Okay, one more time. Ta.
ta.
Good, well done. Nice soft sound. Brilliant, well done. Now let's have a look at an example, which can also be found in the Holy Quran, where this word ta is used. Okay, this bit is used. So we can see over here we have an alif with a fatha, and it will join on to this kha. Okay, because it has a sukoon on top of it. So we're going to join the alif to the kha nice and softly. Ah.
Ah.
Good, well done. Now next to that, we can see that what we've just practiced has come up. So we have the ta, we have the fatha on top of it, and then that you can see has joined onto the alif sakin. So we're going to join those two letters together with a nice soft jerk sound. Ta.
Ta.
Good, well done. And then we have a noon with a fatha, and then we have an alif madda. Okay, remember we learned this rule last week. So wherever we see a blank alif and the letter before has a fatha, then that will be a letter of elongation or prolongation. So we have to elongate this sound for 2 counts. So we're saying na.
Na.
Good, well done. So all together, na.
Na.
Brilliant, well done, excellent, really nicely read. Let's move on to the next example now. So we have a meme with a fatha, and ahead of that, we can see that we have an alif sakin. Okay, so just like we did before with the previous example, we have to join the meme to the alif with a jerk sound, a soft jerk sound. So we're saying ma.
Ma.
Excellent, well done, brilliant. So let's try that all together now. Okay, so over here we have a meme with a fatha, and then you can see the alif sakin is joined onto the meme. So we're saying ma.
Ma.
Good, well done. Nice and softly, okay, well done. Then we have a kaf with a dhamma, and then we have a waw sakin after that. Okay, can you remember what this is called now? Because it's a waw sakin and the letter before has a dhamma. What's the
No.
rule?
We elongate it for 2 seconds.
Excellent.
Or
We
2
elongate
counts.
2 counts. Well done. Because it's a waw madda. Yeah. So waw
Yeah.
madda after the curve. So we elongate for 2 counts. Ku.
Ku.
Excellent. Then we have a lam. And what does it have underneath it?
I forgot what it's called.
No problem. This is a kasratain.
Kasratain.
Excellent. Kasratain. So double stroke of kasra underneath the lam. So this will be sounded as lin.
Lin.
Good. All together. Ma'kulin.
Ma'kulin.
Brilliant. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on. Noon with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. So the alif sakin will join onto the sound of the noon, but with a soft jerk sound. Na.
Na.
Excellent. So this is an example from the Holy Quran. Noon with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. Na.
Na.
Excellent. Ha with a dhamma. Hu.
Hu.
Dal with a dhamma. Dhu.
Dhu.
Brilliant. Na'khudhu.
Na'khudhu.
Okay, remember that soft jerk sound. We have to make it evident in our sound, okay? Na'khudhu.
Na'khudhu. Khudhu.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Much better, okay? Next, we have a waw with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. So again, joining the alif sakin to the waw with a soft jerk sound in, as we do so. Wa.
Wa.
Good. Well done. So waw with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. Wa.
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 Brilliant. Good. Better. Then we have a ta with a dhamma followed by a waw madda. Okay, it's a waw madda because it's a waw sakin. Letter before has a dhamma. So we're going to stretch our sound for 2 counts.
Tu.
Excellent. One more time. Tu.
Tu.
Excellent. Then we have a noon with a kasra followed by a ya sakin. So this is will now
Ni.
good. Well done. Just wait for me to say it, okay? You're doing really well, mashallah. Because it's followed by a ya sakin, this will be a ya madda. So like you did beautifully, we have to stretch for 2 counts over here as well. Ni.
Ni.
All together. Wa tu ni.
Wa. Tu. Ni.
Excellent. Well done, mashallah. Really nicely read. Okay, Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah.
Jazakumullah. Can we have another student, please?
Yes, G1 711.
G1 711. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. So we're going to carry on with this exercise. So over here, we have a ya with a fatha. And next to that, we see that we have an alif sakin. Okay, so like we've just practiced, alif sakin will produce the sound of a soft jerk. So we're going to join those two together. Ya.
Yeah.
Good, well done. So this is an example from the Holy Quran. So we're saying ya with the fatha joins onto the alif sakin. Ya.
Yeah.
Mim with a dhamma. Mu.
Mu.
Ra with a dhamma. Ru.
Ru.
Good. And then kaf as a dhamma, and it will join onto the mim sakin. Okay. So we're saying kum. Can you say that? Kum.
Kum.
Brilliant. Well done. Okay. So all together it will be ya murukum.
Yeah. Murukum.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Okay. So what we're practicing really today is that soft jerk sound that we make for an alif sakin. Brilliant. Let's carry on. Now over here we have a jim. It has a kasra underneath it. And then we see this hamza sakin. Okay. Now when we see a hamza sakin, what kind of sound do we have to make?
Hello?
Yep. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Your voice cuts out a bit.
Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear me a
Yeah.
bit better now?
Yes.
All right. Brilliant. So can you tell me what sound does hamza sakin make? What kind of sound?
J.
Yeah. So it's a soft jerk sound. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So soft jerk sound whenever we see a hamza sakin. So we're going to join those together. We're saying j.
J.
Good. Well done. Excellent. Okay. So let's have a look at an example from the Holy Quran. So as we can see over here, we have the jim, we have the kasra, and then over here you see this hamza sakin. Okay. Now don't be confused. It looks slightly different to what it did over here because it's sitting on top of this shape over here. But just ignore this shape as we are going to join the jim to the hamza sakin. Okay, so this shape over here, this pointy shape over here, this is just like a chair for the hamza to sit on. So we're not actually including that in our pronunciation. It's just the hamza sakin that will join to the jim. So we're going to say j.
J.
Good, well done. Ta with a fatha, ta.
Ta.
And then noon with a fatha, followed by an alif madda, na.
Na.
Excellent. Ji'tana.
Tana.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Really nicely read. Let's go on to the next example over here. We have a ta with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. So again, that soft jerk sound we have to make over here. Ta.
Ta.
Excellent. So over here, again, ta with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. Ta.
Ta.
Lam with a fatha. La.
La.
Mim with a dhamma followed by a waw madda. Okay, it's a waw madda because waw sakin and letter before has a dhamma. So we're going to stretch for how many counts?
1.
Okay, are you sure for a waw madda?
Oh no, 2.
2 counts, yes. So we're going to say mu.
Mu.
Excellent. Noon with a fatha. Na.
Na.
Good. Ta'lamuna.
Ta'labuna.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Let's do one more example. Fa with a fatha, and that is followed by an alif sakin. So we're joining those 2 letters together with a soft jerk sound. Fa.
Fa.
Good. Well done. So we can see over here again we have fa with a fatha, and that is joined onto the alif sakin. So again, fa.
Fa.
Excellent. Then we have a waw, and you can see that it has an inverted dhamma on it. Okay, but it also has this line over here, this wavy line over here. Now, you haven't learned about this rule just yet, and inshallah, you will cover it in future classes. But for now, just know that wherever you see the sign, we have to stretch that sound for about 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, so we're going to say woo.
Ooh.
Excellent. Good. Well done. So all together, fa woo.
Fa. Woo.
Okay, a bit longer. Try that for a bit longer. This one.
Woo.
Much, much better. Well done. Excellent. Really nicely read. Jazakumullah G1711 for that. Okay. Can we have another student, please?
Yes, G1519.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm very well. What's your ID again? Can I please ask?
G1519.
G1519. Brilliant. Okay. If I could just request a support teacher, did you want to make an announcement about the correct IDs?
Yes, if you could do that, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So I just wanted to remind everyone before we move on that you should all be logged in with your correct IDs. Okay. So there are some of you in the list that are not logged in with your correct ID. So either you're logged in with your name or another ID. So we're going to remove you and put you in the waiting room for now. Okay. So if you find yourself in the waiting room, please ensure that you rename yourself with the correct ID. And then once you've done that, we'll be able to see that and we'll re-enter you into the main session. Okay. So please make sure that your IDs are correct. Jazakumullah. Okay, so G1519, are you still on the mic?
Yes.
All right, brilliant. So what we're going to do now is we're going to scroll down. We're going to go to exercise 17.2. Okay, this exercise has a few more examples from the Holy Quran where this rule that we're covering today, so for Alif or Hamza Sakin, is being practiced. Okay, so let's start with this first example over here. Now, okay, well done, good. Well done for having a go by yourself, but just for the purpose of these classes, just follow along with me as I read it, okay? So that everybody can get a chance to listen to the correct version, okay? So just carry on with me. So we have a meme with a fatha, okay? And that you can see is joined onto this alif sakin. Now, when we join the two together, we have to produce a soft jerk sound, which you did really well. So let's try that again. Ma.
Ma.
Good, well done. Now, next to that, we have a meme with a dhamma, and that is followed by a waw madda. Okay, so we have to stretch for how many counts? Do you remember?
2.
2 counts. Well done. Mu.
Mu.
Good. Noon with a fatha. Na.
Na.
Good, excellent. Ma'muna.
Ma'muna.
Excellent. Well done. That was really good recitation. Okay, let's carry on. Now, over here we have a ya with a dhamma. Okay, now that is followed by this. Okay, so we see the Hamza Sakin over here, but you can see that the Hamza Sakin is sitting on this waw. Now, when we pronounce it, we have to be careful to pronounce the Hamza Sakin and not the waw. Okay, in this situation, the waw is acting like a chair for the Hamza to sit on. That's its only job in this over here, okay? So it's not being included in our pronunciation. It's just there for the Hamza to sit on. Okay, so that's important that we only produce the sound of the Hamza Sakin. So we're going to join the ya to the Hamza Sakin with a soft jerk sound. We're going to say yu.
Yu.
Good, well done, excellent. Mim with a kasra, mi.
Mi.
Well done. Then this next bit over here, we're going to stretch for 2 counts because of the wa madda. We're going to say no.
Nu.
Noon with a fatha, na.
Na.
Excellent. Well done. يؤمنون.
يؤمنون.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Good recitation, mashallah. Let's move on to the next example. Again, we see that we have a ya with a dhamma, and that is followed by a hamza sakin. Yeah. So can you tell me, do we produce the sound of the waw or the hamza sakin in this case?
The Hamza sakin.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Okay, so we ignore the waw because it's just sitting, it's acting like a chair for the hamza. Okay, that's its only role. So we're going to say yu.
Yu'ti.
Good. And then ti. Yu'ti.
Yu'ti.
Brilliant. Well done. Carry on. Over here we have a ba with a fatha. So we have a ba with a fatha, and that is followed by an alif sakin. So we're going to join these two letters together with a soft jerk sound. We're going to say ba.
Ba.
Okay. So try and make that soft jerk sound as well. Okay. Ba.
Ba.
Good. Better. Sin with a fatha. Sa.
Sa.
Ba. Sa.
Ba'sa.
Good. Well done. Excellent. Next, we have a sheen with a fatha, and that is followed by an alif sakin. So what kind of sound are we going to make over here?
A jerk sound.
Good. A hard jerk sound or a soft jerk sound?
A soft.
Soft jerk sound. Well done. So we're going to say sha.
Sa.
Sha.
Sa.
Yeah, it's a sheen. Can you say that for me? Sheen.
Seen.
Okay, at the moment you're saying seen. So I want you to say sheen.
Seen.
Okay, so just keep practicing that sound, okay? Sha.
Sa.
Okay, now in English, you know how you say shake? Can you say that for me?
Shake.
Okay, no problem. That's fine. Just keep practicing that sound. If you can make it, that would be great, okay? Sha.
Sa.
Good, well done. Okay, and then noon with a kasratain underneath it. Nin.
Nin.
Sha. Nin.
Sa. Nin.
Brilliant. Well done, mashallah G1 519. Jazakumullah for your participation. Allah Hafiz
Jazakillah.
for
Allah
now.
Hafiz.
Can we have another student, please?
Yes, G1322.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to move on to the next row in this exercise. So we're starting from here. Meme with a dhamma, and that is followed by this over here. Okay, now in this case, can you tell me, is it the sound of the waw that we're making or the hamza sakin?
Hamza sakin.
Brilliant, well done. So it's the hamza sakin that we're going to be pronouncing. So joining the meme to the hamza sakin, mu.
Mu.
Good, well done. Now in this case, you have to be really careful as well, because sometimes, as you know, hamza looks slightly like an ayn, as in the top bit of the ayn. It's similar to a hamza. So when you see this, don't be confused and make the sound of an ayn, but rather it should be a soft jerk sound for the hamza sakin. Okay, so we're going to say one more time. Mu.
Mu.
Good. Mim with a kasra, mi.
Mi.
Noon with a dhammatain, nun.
Nun.
Mu'minun.
Mu'minun.
Brilliant, well done, excellent. Ya with a fatha, that is followed by an alif sakin. So we will join those two sounds together. What kind of sound does an alif sakin make? Can you tell me?
Ya.
Good, well done. It's a soft jerk sound, yeah? Yeah, is that right? Soft jerk
Yeah.
sound? Yeah, brilliant, well
Yeah.
done. So it's a soft jerk sound. So we're going to say ya.
Ya.
Brilliant. Dal with a fatha, the.
Za.
Noon with a fatha, na.
Na.
Ya, thana.
Ya. Zana.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Let's carry on. Fa with a fatha joins onto the alif sakin with a soft jerk sound. Fa.
Fa.
Good. Well done. Wow with a, what's this called? Can you remember?
Mama.
nearly there, is called an inverted dhamma. Okay, it's an upside down dhamma, so it's called an inverted dhamma. And how many counts do I pronounce this for?
2 counts.
2 counts, excellent. Woo,
Woo.
fa, woo.
Woo.
Brilliant, excellent, well done. Let's carry on. Ya with a fatha joins onto the alif sakin with a soft jerk sound. Ya.
Yeah.
Kha with a dhamma, dal with a dhamma. Khudu,
Khudu.
ya, khudu.
Yeah. Khudu.
Brilliant, well done. Now let's look at the next example. Now over here we can see that we have a lam with a dhamma, and then ahead of that we see again we have the same shape that we looked at first. We have a waw, and then the hamza sakin is sitting on top of it. So in this case again, we're going to produce a sound of the hamza sakin. So join the lam to the hamza sakin, lu.
Look.
Brilliant, well done. Then again we have a lam with a dhamma, lu.
Lu.
Excellent. Now ahead of that you can see that we have this shape over here. So we have a waw, we have a hamza, and we have a dhammatain. Can you tell me what sound we're going to make over here? Excellent, well done. So what you done there was you made the sound of the hamza with a dhammatain on top, okay, which you did really nicely. So what we have to do is over here, just like we did over here, we have to ignore the waw because the waw is acting like a chair for the hamza to sit on. Okay, so just like myself and you as well, you're sitting on a chair, you can hear me. Okay, you can't hear my chair, and for example for yourself I can hear you and not your chair. So just like that, the sound of the hamza will be made and not the sound of the chair, which is the waw. Okay, so we have to be really careful over here that we're pronouncing it correctly. So over here the hamza sakin will be produced, the sound of, and over here the hamza with a dhammatain will be sounded. Okay, so we're going to say lu'un.
Lu.
Excellent, good, well done. Okay, so this is one of the more difficult examples, but mashallah, you did really well. And at first, they may look a bit scary because there's lots of signs and lots of symbols, lots of letters going on. But once you break it down like that, it can make it a bit more simpler. Okay, so just be careful with that, everybody. But mashallah, well done. G1322, you read really nicely. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Can we have another student, please, on the mic?
Yes, G1444.
G1444. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
How are you?
And thank you. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to carry on with the next row of examples. So let's start from here. We have a ya with a fatha, and then ahead of that we can see an alif sakin. So what kind of sound do we make over here?
We make a sound from our throat.
Yeah, good, well done. Is it a soft jerk sound? Is it a hard jerk sound? What kind of sound is it?
A soft jerk sound.
Good, well done. Joining the ya to the alif sakin, we're going to produce a soft jerk sound. We're going to say ya.
Yeah.
Good, well done. Kaf, this is the letter kaf. It has a dhamma on it. Ku.
Gu.
Excellent. Now, right next to that, we can see that we have a lam with a dhamma. Lu.
Lu.
Excellent. Okay. So be careful. This is a kaf and this is a lam. They both share this one line over here, but this is the line for the kaf and this is the line for the lam. So we're all together going to say ya kulu.
Ya. Kulu.
Brilliant. Well done. Next, we have a ya with a dhamma, and then we have this. Now, in this example over here, what do we sound? The waw or the hamza sakin?
The Hamza Sakin.
Excellent. Good. Well done. And why is that? Why do we only sound the hamza sakin?
Because the Hamza Sakin is on top of the waw, and the Hamza Sakin has a sakin on top of it, and the waw doesn't have anything on it.
Yes, good answer. Well done. Yep. So you can say that the Wow in this case is just acting like a chair for the Hamza to sit on. Okay, so it's actually the Hamza that we're going to make the sound of. Excellent. So we're going to say yu.
Y,
Good. Ta with a kasra. Ti.
T,
Yu'ti.
Y, T,
Brilliant. Good. Well done. Let's carry on. We have a ya with a fatha, and then we have an alif sakin. So we're going to produce that soft jerk sound that we made earlier. Ya.
Y,
Ta with a kasra. Ti.
T,
Ya with a fatha. Ya.
Y,
Good. Well done. And then we have a ha with a dhamma and then a meme sakin afterwards. So that means we have to join these two nice and softly. Hum. Ya. Tiyahum.
Y, Tiyahum,
Ya. Tiyahum.
Y, Tiyahum,
Good. Well done. Excellent. Next, we have a ba with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. So join those two together with a soft jerk sound. Ba.
B,
Excellent. Seen with a dhamma. Su.
Su,
Now, next we have a noon with a fatha, and that is followed by an alif madda. Okay, so we have to stretch for how many counts?
2 counts.
Excellent. Na.
Na,
Ba. Suna.
Ba, Suna,
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Let's do one more example. Ya with a fatha, followed by an alif sakin. Join those two together with a soft jerk sound. Ya.
Y,
Mim with a fatha and noon with a dhamma. So 1 count each for both of these. Manu.
Manu,
Ya. Manu.
Y, Manu.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Really nice sound that you made and really good pronunciation. Jazakumullah. Just keep practicing, okay?
Okay.
Brilliant. Jazakumullah. Let's have another student, please.
Yeah. Could we have G1 808?
Jazakumullah. G1808. Assalamu alaikum. G1808. Can you come to the mic, please?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Fine. I've
Alhamdulillah.
listened all the things, but where we starting? I didn't see a mouse.
No problem. Can you see my hand over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're starting from here today. Okay. So good to know you're feeling okay. We're
Yeah.
going to start from this example over here. So let's start from here. We're going to say wow with a fatha, and that joins onto the alif sakin.
Yeah.
So we're going to produce a soft jerk sound. We're saying wa.
What?
Good. Mim with a dhamma joins onto the ra sakin. Nice and softly. More.
More.
Wa. More.
What more?
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Next example, we have a jim with a kasra, and that is followed by a hamza sakin. Okay. So what kind of sound are we going to make over here? Can you remember how we're describing it?
Describing the
Sound. So we're describing the sound that we're making. Okay. So let me help you. Is it going to be a soft jerking sound or a hard jerking sound? What kind of sound is it going to be? Okay, let me help you. Okay, so we're going to produce a soft jerk sound. Okay, when we join the jim to the hamza sakin, we're going to produce a soft jerk sound. So we're going to say j.
j.
Good, well done. Then next we have a ta with a dhamma, tu.
Tu.
Kaf with a dhamma, and then we have a mim with a sukoon on top. So that means we have to join these two letters together nice and softly. Kum.
I didn't hear that because it was lagging.
Okay, can you say kum?
Kum.
Good. J tu kum.
J. Tu kum.
Brilliant. Well done. Good pronunciation. Next, we have a ya with a fatha that will join onto the alif sakin with the nice soft jerk sound. Ya.
Yeah.
Good. Next, we have a ta with a dhamma, and that is followed by a waw sakin. Okay, so when we have a waw sakin that comes after a letter with a dhamma, we have to stretch for 2 counts, as you've learnt last week. So we're going to say tu.
Tu.
Good. Kaf with a fatha, ka.
Ka.
Ya tu ka.
Yeah. Tu. Ka.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Let's carry on. Ta with a fatha joins onto the alif sakin with a nice and soft jerking sound. Ta.
Ta.
Ta with a kasra. Ti.
Ti.
Excellent. Then we have a noon with a fatha and we have an alif madda after it. Okay, so we have to again stretch for 2 counts. Na.
Na.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Now, if you look at this example, you can see that we have 2 alifs over here. So we have this alif and we have this alif. Okay. The difference between these 2 alifs is that one has a sukoon on it and one doesn't. Okay. So in this case, when we have an alif with a sukoon on it, that indicates to us and that tells us that we have to join it to the previous letter with a soft jerk sound. Whereas in this alif, you can see that the letter before it has a fatha. So this will become a letter of prolongation. So we have to stretch this sound. So that's why there's similar things with a slight difference in them, but it makes a big difference to our pronunciation. So that's why it's really, really crucial and really important that we're looking out for these small details and so that we're able to pronounce the words correctly. Okay, so altogether this is going to be ta'tina.
Ta'tina.
Excellent, well done, excellent. Alif with a kasra and that is followed by a hamza sakin.
Eh.
Okay, let's try that again.
I couldn't hear the door was closing.
All right, okay, let's try that again.
Eh.
Good. We're starting off with the sound of E and then we're ending with a jerk sound, with the soft jerk sound, okay? Okay, try that again for me. Good, well done. Next we have a ta with a kasra, ti. Excellent. And then the next bit is going to be ya.
Yeah.
Excellent. Because of the alif madda, we're stretching for 2 counts. So all together, tiya.
Tia.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Good pronunciation. Keep practicing that. But well done for now. Jazakumullah. G1808. Allah Hafiz. Let's have another student, please, on the mic.
G1341.
G1341. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm also fine. Jazakumullah for asking. So we're going to carry on. Ba with a kasra, B.
B.
Excellent. Next we have a ra with a fatha, and that is followed by an alif sakin. So we have to join those 2 letters together with a soft jerking sound, okay? Ra.
Ra.
Good. Sin with a kasra, si.
Si.
Bira, si.
Pira. Si.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Ta with a fatha, followed by an alif sakin. So joining those together with a soft jerk sound, ta.
Ta.
Good. Next we have a ta with a kasra, which is followed by ya madda. Okay, so we're going to stretch for 2 counts. Ti.
Ti.
Excellent. Next we have a ha and a meme that needs to be joined together because of the sukoon. Him.
Him.
Ta. Ti. Him.
Ta. Ti. Him.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Next we have a lam with a kasra, li.
Li.
ya with a dhamma, and that's followed by this shape over here. Okay, so we have a waw, then we have a hamza, and then we have a sukoon. Can you tell me what sound we're going to make over here? Is it going to be for the waw or the hamza?
Hamza.
Excellent, good. So we're going to make the sound of the hamza sakin. So we're joining the ya to the hamza sakin, and when we do so, we have to make a soft jerk sound like we've learnt today. Yu,
Yu.
good. Meen with a kasra, mi.
Mi.
Noon with a dhamma, followed by a waw sakin. So that makes it a waw madda. So we have to stretch for 2 counts. We're going to say no,
Nu.
liyu'minu.
Liu. Minu.
Brilliant, well done, good. Let's carry on. Ta with a fatha joins to the alif sakin. Nice and soft jerk sound. Ta.
Ta.
Ta with a kasra, ya with a fatha. Tiya.
Tia.
Noon with a fatha and an alif madda after it. So stretching for 2 counts. Na.
Na.
Ta. Tiyana.
Ta. Tiana.
One more time. Ta. Tiyana.
Ta. Tiana.
Brilliant, well done. Next we have a ya with a fatha and an alif sakin. Ya.
Ya.
Good. Kha with a dhamma, which needs to be joined onto the dal with a sukoon on top. So nice and softly. Khudh.
Khuz.
And then ha with a dhamma. Hu.
Hu.
Ya. Khudh. Hu.
Ya. Khuz. Hu.
Okay, so try and make that soft jerk sound again like you did before. Ya. Khudh. Hu.
Ya. Khuz. Hu.
Okay, so just make that soft jerking sound a bit more prominent, okay? Because at the moment it just feels like you're saying ya. So just be careful to make that sound correctly. Ya.
Ya.
Khudh.
Khuz.
Hu.
Hu.
Ya. Khudh. Hu.
Ya. Khuz. Hu.
Okay, so just at the moment the jerk sound is not really coming through. So keep practicing that, okay? Ya.
Ya.
Good, better. Okay, just keep practicing that. But mashallah, really nicely read today. Jazakumullah.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Can we have one more student, please?
Yes, G1 850.
G1 850. Assalamu alaikum. G1 850.
Yeah,
Can you come to the mic?
I can go to the next student.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Is that G1 850?
Yes.
All right, brilliant. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's very good to hear. We're going to carry on with the next row. So we have a ya with a fatha, and then we have an alif sakin. So whenever we see an alif sakin, it joins onto the previous letter with a soft jerk sound. So we're saying ya. Can you say that for me? Is G1 850 still there?
And the person is still
Okay, G1 850, just follow with me as I read it, okay? Okay, good. But like I said, just follow with me as I say it, okay? So we're going to say this ya with a fatha followed by an alif sakin. We're going to say ya.
Ya.
Good. Next we have a kaf with a dhamma. Ku.
Ku.
Good. Next we have a lam with a dhamma, and that is followed by a waw madda or a waw sakin. Okay, so we have to stretch for 2 counts. Do. Good, well done. Then we have a noon with a fatha, na.
Na.
Excellent. So all together, we're going to read it as ya'kuluna.
Ya'kuluna.
Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. Now we're going to move on to the next example, but just wait, okay? Wait for me to say it, and then you can follow with me so that it's clear for everybody. Okay? So we're going to start off with an alif with a fatha, and that joins on to this noon with a sukoon on top. Okay? Good. Well done. Next, we have a sheen with a fatha, and that will join on to this alif sakin with a soft jerk sound. Sha. Good. Next, we have a noon with a fatha and follow that by a alif madda. So we have to stretch for 2 counts. We're saying na. Good. Sha'na. Excellent. Good. Well done. Next, we have a lam with a fatha, and that's followed by an alif madda. So we're going to stretch for 2 counts. We're saying la. Good. Well done. Next, we have a ta with a fatha, and then we have an alif sakin. So ta. Good. Excellent. And then we have a kha that needs to be joined onto this dhal. Khudh. La ta'khudh. Brilliant. Well done. Excellent. And let's do one more example. Ba with a kasra, B. Excellent. Ra joins onto this alif sakin with a soft jerk sound. Ra. Good. Seen with a kasra followed by a ya madda. So stretching for 2 counts. Si. Bi ra'si. Good. Well done. Excellent. Okay, Jazakumullah G1850 for coming to the mic and reading that for us. We're running out of time. So Allah Hafiz for now. Now, this last example over here, I'm just going to read by myself and I want you all to follow along with me. Over here, what we have to do is we have to join the meme to the ya. Okay? Because we have a ya mushaddad. Now, when we do that, we see that they have this noon sakin in the middle as well. Okay? So when we do that, when we join the meme to the ya, you have to make a slight nasal sound in between. Inshallah, in future classes, you will learn why that is and how you correctly pronounce it. But for now, just remember this, that when we join the meme to the ya, we have to make a nasal sound in between. So follow along with me, everybody. We're going to say maya. Okay, once we've said that, next we look at the alif sakin. So we have to make a jerk sound straight after that, the soft jerk sound. So follow along with me. We're going to say maya. And then we have a ta with a kasra, ti. So all together it will be maya ti. Mayati. Okay, so that was the last example in this exercise. Okay, so I hope you've all practiced that after me. So your homework quickly is to practice exercise 17.2 on page number 73. I would like you to practice the first 3 rows. So the first 3 rows of exercise 13.2 are this one, and this one. Okay, so these first 3 rows we would like you to practice as part of your homework to practice the rule of quiescent Hamza. Okay, so that's your homework. Please do ensure that this evening, whenever you get the time, or tomorrow before class, whenever you get the time, that you practice these 3 rows in exercise 17.2. Okay, so that's your homework. We will now carry on to our concluding dua. If you could have a student on the mic for that, please.
Yeah. G1743.
G1473. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Let's start with Dawood. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Good. And let's do the final dua. Allahumma arhamni.
Allahumma arhamni
Ni
ni
Bil-Qur'an.
Bil-Qur'an
Just stretch it a bit longer. Nil Azim.
Nil Azim.
Excellent. Good. Well done. The translation is, Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the Quran, the Great. Okay, well done for reading that for us. Jazakumullah, everybody, for joining us in today's class. Please ensure that you do the homework, and inshallah, we'll speak to you all again same time tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.